Everyone in the newspapers talked about it. It was before she shaved her head. It was the biggest story in the world that Britney Spears got a boob job. Who gives a fuck now if a girl gets a boob job? I can't find a bitch without a boob job. Every bitch I fucking meet has a boob job.
Yeah, that's why you hate women. Because you're around prostitutes all the time. You're around inflated plastic Instagram girls. This is not a representation of women in the world. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Yeah. Can you not hear himself? This is why you hate women.
I haven't seen real tits in years. And I'm tearing through them. There's no real tits left.
What are you talking about?
R.I.P. real titties. They're all gone. And I remember thinking, wow.
Someone in the chat said too, like, he's right. The world is gone. He makes a point. People talk. No, this is black pill. This is nihilism. He thinks he hates everything because he's around people that have nothing to add. Because he's around nobody of substance. Because he doesn't take in any information that's uplifting. You can't embody this mentality. He is pushing the destruction of people and of the world. Like, it's your fault if you're around people that are not of value. It's you. You have to look in the mirror.
This is such a big deal. Even I bought the psyop. Britney Spears had a boob job. Now I'm older and I realize, well, I don't give a fuck. And even more importantly, the world doesn't give a fuck about these things because the entire world has collapsed. I remember when Britney Spears kissed Madonna at the MTV Awards and it was the biggest fucking deal ever. Now you can go on Instagram and see 1,000 girls kissing each other. Nobody cares. Celebrities kiss each other. Nobody cares. Every girl's got an OnlyFans. Every girl's got a dildo up her ass.
That's just not true. That's just not true. Does anyone still buy this? Every girl has every girl has a dip.
Every girl's got fake tits, BBL, they're all fucking, everything's just falling.
No, because that's all you can attract. Because fake women who just want to get money from you because they see you as an easy lick, that's who is around you. That's what you are, what you attract. He even said it earlier, the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Okay, if you're around a bunch of fake plastic women on OnlyFans, what does that make you? There's zero self-awareness.
In my generation, in my adult life, 10 to 15 years, everything's falling apart. A boob job used to matter. Kissing a girl used to be like controversial. What's controversial now? Nothing's controversial anymore.
Actually, some things are controversial, and some things are. Sneako did it! No, there's 100% controversy. You just don't want to touch it.
Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck about anything. We're all apathetic.
Again, not true. Stop, don't speak. No, that's just, this is why you're like, oh, well, why are you still talking about it? Because if you believe this, if you follow this, it's a path to despair. This is a path to depression. He says depression is not real, but this mentality is why people are depressed. Nothing matters. Everything sucks. I hate everything. Just make money. Just make money. If money's the only thing that matters, you will hate life.
Nobody cares. If Donald Trump and JD Vance were to stand up right now and say, we're outlawing money and everyone has to go broke, everyone would just release memes and just say, cool, all right, we'll just starve to death then. Nobody gives a shit about anything anymore. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters. Anything Muslim about that statement? Nothing matters? No, in fact, everything happens for a reason. Everything matters. Success is making it to happen. He's always been this way. It's a mix of some Kabbalah magic, maybe from that war room guy who's a wizard, a Jewish wizard that's in charge of it. It's this sounds like Frankism, Satanism, atheism, nihilism, all combined. And this is not going to uplift men. It's not going to help men's mental health, which they pretend to care about.
When did we all become so apathetic? When did we lose our connection to the matrix, to the source code?
He's coping. He thinks this way, and so misery loves company. I know the statement that I've heard him say before, and he's trying to convince other people are as pessimistic and as nihilistic as he is.
Just me. When I read the news and things happen, like a fucking terrible thing, something I should really care about, I'm just like, meh. I cared more about Britney Spears' boob job 15 years ago than I care about World War III today.
That's your
fault.
Am
I getting old? One in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Am I getting old, or is this just like the world's fucking lost its fucking mind?
Streamers are stupid. One in the chat if you agree. Streaming is over. They're all jesters. One in the chat. Chat, what do I do?
Anyway, so on the next show, we're going to do a breakdown of some really big and important rap beefs. And then I'm going to launch my rap career.
It's so funny because he's just like, it went from escaping the Matrix to like, I don't care about anything, so I'm going to push Goy Slop. Like, nothing interests me, so I'm just going to push exactly what I pretended to be against.
I'm going to come and clap back at these niggas who think that they can rhyme and bring the heat to my city. That's my plan. Because one of them said that, hey, that podcaster who lives over there, the nigger's bald, he's got no hair, but he has more money than me, and that ain't fair. And finally, I'm going to clap back because now I care.
Give it up, bro. Hang it up. Hang it up, bro. Time to retire. Just raise your kids, dude. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, bro. This is bad.
Yo, dog.
It's kind of sad, bro.
In all of my emergency meetings, there's a hidden message. And the hidden message that I'm trying to give you all here
Is download the Rumble wallet ready?
is that there are very few things you're supposed to care about in the world. Rap beef doesn't matter. Politics doesn't matter.
Yes,
all
it
this
does.
shit, none of it matters. Find
Yes, it
3 or
does.
4 good guys on the same level as you. Focus on your money. Have some children. Level up.
But it's so, like, why would that matter? If nothing matters, then why does money matter? How do you come to that conclusion? If everything is pointless, then what is the point of making money? What do you do with it? It's hedonism. It's so that you could just spend it and live in the dunya. It's just filling yourself up with coke because you can't find any point or any meaning in the world.
Move country if your country gets out of control. Have your money right. Enjoy your life. Enjoy raising your children and do the right thing. Besides those things, the only thing you should care about, the only thing that matters is Britney Spears.
That was the show. That was the worst. What was it? It was 20 minutes. So he went live he rolled the intro. It was a 20-minute stream promoting his products and saying nothing matters. It's never been more over. Where was he Aikitoing? Where was he doing that? We saw in the clip. Hold on. We must have skipped it. Are you talking about, yeah, look at the bottom. I kind of feel bad. Anybody around him, if you're listening to this, dude, if you care about this dude, this is when you help out your friend.
Randomly and starts going,
Look at him.
dude,
Look at him.
well, this bitch is nuts.
If he had people around him that cared about him, they would immediately give him a mental health check.
That's good. You know what? You were a baddie. You see her at 19, 20 years old? She was a baddie. She was the hottest girl in the world, most famous woman in the world, lost her mind a bit.
40 talking about baddie.
You know, went loopy, shaved her head, took a bunch of drugs. Now she's off the drugs and she's dancing around in circles. You know, at least she's interesting. I think it should be interesting to talk to.
Okay. All right. Woo! Brutal, bro. Things matter. Everything happens for a reason. Fear Allah, bro. If you feel like things are pointless, if you're pessimistic, find God. Find God. Like this mentality is proof. It even says in the Quran that the disbelievers are never going to be happy. They're never going to be satisfied. They're always going to try to cope because they don't want to accept the truth. They're always going to live like this because nothing makes them happy in the dunya. It will never fill that hole in your heart. Pause. Bangkok! Brutal, bro.